Arsenal star sparks controversy dividing fans after his performance against Brentford. And Arsenal may now have a significant advantage over their rival in the transfer race for a £43 million star. Stay with me until the end of the video to check out the latest news from Arsenal straight from the Emirates Stadium. But before that, if you're as passionate about Arsenal as we are, don't waste any time and subscribe to our channel right now to stay updated on everything happening with the greatest team in the Premier League. And without further ado, let's dive into today's top news. Stephen Warnock has lauded Aaron Ramsdale after the Arsenal goalkeeper's performance in the second half against Brentford. The 25-year-old goalkeeper made a costly error just before halftime to put Brentford back in the match, with Ramsdale making his first Premier League appearance of the year with David Raya unavailable. Yet after the break, Ramsdale redeemed himself in a big way with a string of impressive saves as Arsenal fought back to win 2-1, taking the Gunners top of the Premier League. And speaking on the two Robbies, Warnock was delighted with how Ramsdale responded in the second half for Arsenal, with the England international playing a key role in getting the Gunners over the line. The pundit said when asked about Ramsdale's performance, "What a performance after that mistake, incredible performance, and I hope people understand how difficult it is to do that. To go in at halftime knowing that you've made an error and the focus of the world is on you and we're all going, that's what he doesn't play." But that performance in the second half ultimately kept his team in it. The save from Tony, the save from Collins, he had an outstanding second half, and I made up for him. Aaron Ramsdale more than redeemed himself on Saturday. Saturday was a moment to savor for Ramsdale on what might be the England international's final game ever for Arsenal, with a move likely heading into the summer transfer window. Despite the mistake in the opening half, Ramsdale more than redeemed himself after the restart, with the 25-year-old making a string of impressive saves to keep Brentford at bay. Should this be Ramsdale's last appearance for the Gunners, it will be one that Arsenal fans will be proud of, with the shot-stopper playing his part in what could be another huge win for the Gunners. Arsenal have been linked with a move for Athletic Bilbao winger Nico Williams, but will face a lot of competition from sides including Chelsea. The 21-year-old has been in sensational form for Athletic Club, helping them reach the Copa del Rey final, and Mikel Arteta is keen on bringing him in for extra speed and firepower. A reported £43 million release clause in his contract should make a deal straightforward with his club, but the key will be offering Williams a deal more appealing than his other suitors. With Chelsea also interested, the possibility of losing out on Williams, in a similar scenario to that of Michailo Mudryk, would be a frustration, but Arsenal may have an advantage. David Ornstein highlights Chelsea transfer problem. In a Q&A with The Athletic, journalist David Ornstein highlighted that Chelsea and other Premier League sides, with Arsenal expected to be one of them, are interested in Williams, but the West Londoners might struggle to sign him. "He's a player Chelsea and other Premier League clubs like and have been looking at for a while," Ornstein stated of Williams. "The size of his salary could be problematic, so I would classify Williams to Chelsea as unlikely, but let's see." Chelsea look set to miss out on European football for the second season in a row, and 2 years of heavy spending has now meant homegrown assets may leave to comply with profit and sustainability rules. In contrast to this, Arsenal will have 2 years of Champions League funding, and they could earn huge profits for players such as Aaron Ramsdale and Eddie Nketiah. This means that, should both Chelsea and Arsenal activate Williams' release clause, Arsenal may be able to offer a larger wage. Arsenal will not be struggling at all financially this summer, and given that Arteta's side are thriving near the top of the Premier League, whilst Chelsea are languishing well behind, it seems that Arsenal can offer Williams a better financial and sporting package than Chelsea can. Williams is being targeted for his remarkable dribbling ability and speed, as someone who can cover for both Gabriel Martinelli and Bukayo Saka. The Spaniard can play across the front line, and has the potential to develop into a world-class winger under the right manager, which he is unlikely to find at Chelsea. Roy Keane has now delivered his verdict on who will win the Premier League title, with Arsenal sat top after Manchester City's draw against Liverpool. The Gunners overtook both Manchester City and Liverpool this weekend after their 2-1 win against Brentford, with their Premier League title rivals both playing out to a draw at Anfield. With Arsenal facing City after the March international break, the North London side will feel confident in doing the impossible in getting a result at the Etihad Stadium and extending their winning run to 9 games. And speaking on Sky Sports, Keane himself hasn't ruled Arsenal out of the title race, with the pundit claiming that the Gunners look better prepared than last year to go the distance. Injuries and form saw Arsenal's title bid crumble right in front of their eyes last season, yet this year could be a different story, with Mikel Arteta having a fully fit squad and currently the in-form side in the division. Keane said on the title race, "I can't call it. Last year, I never had any doubt that Man City would win the title. I was strong on City a few weeks ago, but I'm doubting that a little bit. Whenever you watch Liverpool, they're performing, creating chances and scoring goals. I look at Arsenal and think physically they're a much stronger team compared to last year. I don't think they'll fade on that side of it." Arsenal can beat Liverpool and Manchester City to the title. Arsenal's weekend could not have gone any better, with the Gunners sat top of the Premier League after City threw away a 1-0 lead to draw against Liverpool in what was an entertaining contest at Anfield. 8 wins in a row is one impressive feat for Arsenal, and although the North London side might have to be perfect between now and the end of the season, there will be belief that the Gunners can do just that. Arteta has a full squad to call upon, with Arsenal now having the depth in virtually every position to challenge any team in the Premier League, and the clash against City will be seismic. Arsenal star accused of cheating by ex-Liverpool man after what happened v Brentford. Former Liverpool player Stephen Warnock has accused Kai Havertz of cheating after the Arsenal forward's dive against Brentford. The Germany international has attracted criticism in recent days after being seen diving against the Bees on Saturday despite being on a yellow card, with Havertz going on to score the winner for Arsenal. The incident has attracted criticism from the likes of Thomas Frank, and whilst Havertz's initial yellow card was as soft as they come, there's no denying that the Arsenal star was lucky not to be booked a second time. Kai Havertz accused of cheating after dive versus Brentford. And speaking on the two Robbies, Warnock, alongside Robbie Mustoe, was critical of Havertz's dive against Brentford, with both pundits agreeing the Arsenal forward shouldn't have gone down so easily. Mustoe said when talking about Havertz's dive against Brentford, "We've got a zillion cameras with different angles and looks, he went to ground. I hope that's not sitting on the fence. I have no problem with the decision on the field, but looking back, he dives and goes to ground way too easy." Former Liverpool man Warnock added, "It's cheating, you've got to give him a yellow card off the back of VAR for simulation, we've got to stamp it out." As Arsenal fans, we are naturally relieved that the incompetence of Premier League referees actually came out to help us for once, with Havertz avoiding a second yellow for a dive. Yet there's no tiptoeing around the fact that the 24-year-old was lucky, and diving is something that shouldn't be allowed to fester in this Arsenal squad. Indeed, it's the second time Havertz has been spotted diving this season after almost winning a penalty earlier in the campaign against Manchester United, and the German needs to put a stop to such antics. Well folks, those were the main news for today. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated on everything happening with our beloved team, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel now and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Thanks for joining us, and until the next video.